Evening, everybody. Hello. We are happy to have so many of you here tonight to celebrate our students. We're going to start with roll call. Here.
Here.
Here. Here. If you could all please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we need to approve the agenda for the evening. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. And the approval of the minutes from our February 7th board meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Dr. Sprout, Superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Berrigan and governing board members. I am very proud to announce tonight that Desert Meadows School and Paseo Point Dual Language Academy have been named A+ Schools of Excellence by the Arizona Educational Foundation. The prestigious A+ designation is awarded to schools that showcase excellence in academic achievement, respond successfully to the changing environment of education, cultivate learning-centered, safe school environments, and encourage innovative instruction by supporting teachers, just to name a few. Schools demonstrate these elements in a very rigorous, probably 20 to 30 page application, and it includes 2 days of site visits by judges. Desert Meadows and Paseo Point Dual Language Academy joined previous recipients, Levine Elementary School, Vista del Sur Accelerated Academy, Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy, Rogers Ranch STEM Academy, and MC Cash School as A+ Schools of Excellence. With the principals of these 2 schools, Desert Meadows School Principal J.P. Ketchum, and Paseo Point Dual Language Academy Principal John Roloff. Please come forward. There's a saying, show me a successful school, I will show you great principals. But I know John and JP would not want me to forget to say what a wonderful staff and community, students, parents, that they have as well. This is a total school award. It is not a one-person award, it is a team award. So congratulations to these 2 communities for this very prestigious award. The Levine School District has received the Copper Medallion Award from the Arizona School Public Relations Association for its public relations and communications efforts. The Copper Medallion is awarded to comprehensive, well-planned, district-wide public relations programs. The district received the awards for the Mission Kindergarten Project, Levine is one of only 2 schools in Arizona to receive this year's award and the only district in the under 10,000 student category. This is the second Copper Medallion award that the district has received. Levine also received awards of excellence for the I Love Levine Schools social media campaign and a writing award for the naming of Sandomir Way. Congratulations, Ms. Landry, and to your team. The Paseo Point's Girls Choir performed the national anthem a cappella at a recent Phoenix Suns game. It was incredible. Teacher Leslie Fields and her students filled the room, the entire auditorium. People were going crazy, clapping. I got to watch it, and I was so nervous, but they just knocked it out of the ballpark and did an incredible job. They also wanted to meet someone famous, and so walking through the the under area where all the important people get to be was Amari Stoudemire, who is getting ready to get his Ring of Honor, and so they got to meet him. And so congratulations to the Paseo Point Choir. The Levine Developmental Preschool Program, which does amazing things for their entire community, and this time it was attending the annual Phoenix Zoo Family event on Saturday, February 17th. Over 400 staff, students, and family members attended, making it the largest event ever for our district. They enjoyed the beautiful weather as they explored the zoo at their leisure. Students could use a visual tracker to check off the animals as they visited them. The new lion exhibit was a hit, and even the porcupine came out to say hello, which I did not know that porcupines generally do not do that. But apparently seeing our students came out to say hello. So, yeah. This is a testament to one teacher developing an incredible program. Congratulations to Paseo Point Dual Language Academy's elementary level archery team, which won the state championship in the bullseye competition and will be going to nationals in Salt Lake City, Utah. The team also took second place in the 3D competition and qualified for nationals in that category. The middle school level team took second place in bullseye and were the first team to get in the top 3 for Paseo Point, but they just barely fell short to qualify for nationals. There's also a middle school team, and they took 4th place in 3D and qualified for nationals. This was their best season yet and their first state championship victory, and we wish them and their coach, Jeremy Roberts, all the best. We'll have them here after nationals, so congratulations to Paseo Point Dual Language Academy Archery Team. We are always looking for opportunities to bring students from the universities onto our campuses, and on February 8th and 22nd, Rogers Ranch STEM Academy hosted 40 pre-service Grand Canyon College of Education students. The GCU students spent the day observing instruction, working with small groups of students, and learning about the daily routines of the teaching profession. I was able to attend and give a welcome, and then Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources Tim Thomas was also able to give what we hope to be our future teachers, and I think they will be a brief overview of the district and why this is a great place to work and teach. Thank you to the Rogers Ranch STEM Academy staff for organizing this day and supporting it, and for giving students this opportunity, and for helping to foster our relationship with Grand Canyon University. The Lifetime Foundation's Chef Kent visited Levine schools to train child nutrition staff on preparing ramen bowls with chicken and oven-fried rice. They conducted student taste tests and got feedback to determine if these items would make it onto our menu next year. Levine's Child Nutrition Department has partnered with the Lifetime Foundation to support its mission to ensure that all of our students receive nutritious meals to support academic excellence in a positive environment. Chef Chef Kent periodically provides culinary training. If you want to know how to thicken a teriyaki sauce, this is your guy with cornstarch. He will take you through the entire process. And so what we want to do is implement more speed scratch cooking, work to reduce the amount of highly processed food on our menus, and phase out foods that contain ingredients of concern. Thanks, Butch. Next, as many of you probably attended, it was a beautiful day for the Levine Barbecue on February 24th. The district hosted a booth to promote our schools and employment opportunities and received many visitors throughout the day. And let's just focus on that poster or that sign in the background, because that is the truth. On Saturday, February 24th, 6th through 8th grade students from Vista del Sur Accelerated Academy and Rogers Ranch STEM Academy participated in the Mesa Regional Design Day at Grand Canyon University. The student groups will use the practice and feedback from Saturday to help prepare them for the statewide Mesa Day, which will be held at University of Arizona on May 4th. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best on May 4th. Phoenix City Councilwoman Keisha Hodge Washington, along with Trailside Point Principal Ashley Grant, served as the keynote speakers at Paseo Point's Black History Month Assembly. The assembly also included student-read poetry and performance by the school's cheer line and choir. What a great event. Member Jennifer Gretzky was able to be there, and it was wonderful. Congratulations to Levine School Principal Dr. Robert Kaplinger, who was selected as the state director for the Arizona Schools to Watch program. Schools to Watch is an initiative of the National Forum, an alliance of educators, researchers, national associations, and officers of professional organizations dedicated to improving education in the middle grades. Schools to Watch recognizes outstanding middle grades schools across the country. Through a rigorous evaluation process, schools are identified for their practices in academic excellence, developmental responsiveness, social equity, and organizational structures. And I would assume that we are going to be seeing some nominations coming from our schools. This is another middle school announcement for the board and our community. The Arizona Association for Middle-Level Education, or AZAMLE, is a nonprofit state affiliate of the Association for Middle-Level Education, or AMLE. The state-level association was recently formed to support middle-level education in the state of Arizona. And as a K-8 district, that's very important to us. This is our older students. The inaugural executive board includes principals and teachers from across the state, as well as education faculty from all of our major universities. The AZAMLE mission is to support learning opportunities for middle-level educators, advocate for the advancement and improvement of middle-level education, and build a network of professional educators, colleges, universities, college and university students, business partners, and state leaders dedicated to improving education for young adolescents in the state of Arizona. This will help us to focus on those students and give that aspect of our district an identity. We are pleased to announce of the 17 inaugural executive board members, 5 are from the Levine School District, and tonight we would like to, if you would just please stand and be recognized for the work that you are doing to support middle-level education in Arizona. First of all, this was spearheaded once again by our principal at Levine Elementary School, Dr. Robert Kaplinger. Let's give him a round of applause. Serving as secretary, our principal of Cheatham Elementary School, Christy Pashley. Why don't you please just come up and we'll get a picture with President Berrigan. Our treasurer, 7th grade math teacher at Levine Elementary School, Cynthia Salinas. Our communications director, Adrian Ruiz, who is an 8th grade ELE teacher at Levine Elementary School. And our Region 2 director, Ashley Grant, principal of Trailside. And we are excited to be embarking on this journey with AMLE. We have a lot of family here tonight and a lot of proud family members here tonight to recognize our Exceptional Service Award recipients. And I am pleased to announce the 23-24 awards. This is Levine Elementary School District's highest recognition for our classified staff, which you can figure is about half of our current staffing. These individuals were nominated and selected for bringing their very best work, their best to work every single day. All of the recipients display the following attributes: strong attendance and dependability, high quality and quantity of work. They excel at working harmoniously with others. They are experts in their job responsibilities. They regularly show initiative and creatively solve problems, and they provide excellent customer service. Their commitment to our students, staff, and community is greatly appreciated, and I'm going to call them up one by one, and please join me in celebrating and thanking these incredible individuals, this year's Exceptional Service Award recipients. We will start with bus driver from our transportation department, Gonzalo Sanchez. Next, from our support service and groundskeeper team, Gabriel Cabrera Solis. Our district receptionist here at the Levine Education Center, Veronica Soto. Registrar, Tahani Smith from Estrella Foothills Global Academy. Computer technician from MC Cash School, Saleh Balanzar. Health associate from Rogers Ranch STEM Academy, Cynthia Brito. Levine Elementary School Secretary, Sandra Batista. Plant Manager from Paseo Point Dual Language Academy, David Garcia. Instructional Associate from Cheatham Elementary School, Jerlyn Dees. Child Nutrition Cafeteria Manager, Araceli Jimenez. From our Kids Club Department, Kids Club Specialist at Desert Meadows, Jesusita Martinez. From Vista del Sur, our Plant Manager, Stephanie Carrion. From Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy, Instructional Associate, Angel Richmond. As they get lined up, family members and staff that are here tonight, board, what I want you to know is over the last 10 years, I think I've had an opportunity to see every one of these people in action. And what I can tell you as family especially is these are the best of the best. I think I could tell a story on each one of these people of the work that I've seen them do, and they are the best of the best. And you should be very proud. They are having a tremendous impact in students' lives and in the lives of their fellow staff members, doing great work. So congratulations again to each one of you. And family, if you would like to come up and get a picture, family members, please feel free. We'll stand up here all evening. So. Family members that are here for the Exceptional Service Award, congratulations again. You may be wondering, am I going to be able to get out of this meeting anytime soon? So what I will tell you is we're going to take a break in a few moments. We would ask that you stay for our Employee of the Month celebrations. And then we have a very special treat from Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy. And then we will take a break, and you will not need to stay for the business part of the meeting. So let's move on to our Employees of the Month. On the classified side, from the very first day Troy Rivera, Mr. Rivera, stepped onto the Desert Meadows campus, he has done whatever is necessary to help make the school's coding signature program successful. He has worked tirelessly to get the Coding Academy up and running, working in the summer months to provide enrichment opportunities to students, staying after school to attend meetings, and he's helped build partnerships and funding opportunities. Mr. Rivera creates meaningful lessons that are fun and engaging for our students. He exposes our students to jobs, ideas, and skills they wouldn't otherwise know existed. Mr. Rivera, thank you for everything you've done and continue to do for the students at Desert Meadows School. Please come forward.
When I did school visits, I gotta go and watch him.
Congratulations, Troy. You truly deserve this honor. When Troy came to us 2 years ago, we were kind of struggling to get some food with our coding program. He's quickly turned that around and now has a coding cafe, some coding academy. He could be the happiest human being I've ever. Sometimes I'm grumpy in the morning without my coffee. He always comes in and cheers me up and cheers everyone up on our campus. He's just been so vital to our climate culture at Desert Meadows. You're doing a great job with everything. Thank you.
I believe I said classified, and I'm sorry. This is a certified award, one of our teachers. Our next one is our classified Employee of the Month, Amanda Bittner. She is a child nutrition assistant here at the Levine Education Center and in our child nutrition department. In the almost 8 years of working in our district, Amanda has shown time and time again that she is the glue that holds the child nutrition department together. She is organized, thorough, stays on top of deadlines, and handles so many more functions that keep the department running efficiently and in compliance. Never one to remain stagnant, Amanda is involved in the School Nutrition Association and takes advantage of professional development opportunities so she can continue not only to grow in her position, but to help with the success of the child nutrition department. Thank you, Amanda, for all you do for our department, our students, and our district. Before our break, we have one more presentation. We are very, very excited tonight to have Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy here to do a classroom spotlight. And for that, we will turn it over to Principal Ashley Grant.
All right, well, good evening, President Berrigan, members of the board, and Dr. Sprout. It is such a wonderful privilege to stand before you all and share all of the great things that are happening at Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy, particularly as it pertains to our music department. At Trailside Point, engagement with the performing arts develops a variety of skills that are necessary for academic achievement and ongoing student success. The performing arts encourages critical thinking, creativity, and effective communication, all of which are very useful in the classroom. Taking part in performing arts, such as various music courses, dance, and theater, improves students' memory, their focus, and their ability to resolve problems. And overall, the integration of performing arts into education not only enriches students' lives, but it also contributes to a more holistic and well-rounded approach to academic achievement. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Bailey, our orchestra teacher.
Good evening, President Berrigan, members of the board, and Dr. Sprout. I am Mr. Bailey, the proud orchestra director here at Trailside Point Performing Arts Academy. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a chamber octet comprising extraordinary students from our advanced orchestra who have poured their hearts into preparing a piece that holds special significance for us. In our orchestra classroom, we aim to cultivate not just musical excellence, but also holistic academic achievement. Students learn discipline, perseverance, and teamwork, all of which are fundamental to success in any academic endeavor. During each class period, I focus on helping students improve their skills by addressing common misconceptions and providing feedback on areas for improvement. I guide them towards mastery and help the students reach their full potential of the targeted objective. You will see me addressing a misconception in this video. So when we're talking about measure 25, what's our dynamic there? Yeah, we have a piano in measure 25. Now, some of us conflate playing piano with playing scared. Piano just means you're playing softly, but we don't want to play scared. There's a difference between playing soft and playing scared. Playing soft, we're still using a good amount of bow, but it's all about where our bow placement is on our instrument. Where should our bows be if we want a piano sound on our instruments? Closer to the bridge or over the fingerboard? Probably over the fingerboard, right? Because the closer you are to the bridge, the more sound you're going to get. One of the elements on the LOI rubric is content accessibility. As you'll see in the next video clip, I work with subgroups to ensure each student understands the skills required to play their instrument. Because I take the time to meet students where they are, the students are able to come together and play with precision. Can I hear cello, measure 13? Or go cello. 1, 2, here we go. Overall, very good. You're the only thing that's happening there. So I need your forte. It's really got to be more like a fortissimo. Can we do it again? Can we get a little bit more sound? I know we're missing autumn today. Just a little bit more sound. Try it again. 13. Can I hear? Throughout each 40-minute lesson, it's important that students have substantial practice that allows them to move toward independence. I provide scaffolds such as humming to help support maintain rhythm and then gradually remove the support as they improve. In doing so, I create a great balance between support and independence. By challenging them to push themselves further, we are fostering their growth in critical thinking as musicians. Take a look at this final video where students are practicing the aligned activity. Bro! Forte! To demonstrate the essence of teamwork here at TSP, I extend a warm invitation to our esteemed board members. I encourage you to embark on a brief journey with our students, attempting to learn the opening segment of Medieval Kings by Soon He Knew Bold within a mere 2 minutes. Fear not, for our talented orchestra will be on the hand to assist you every step of the way. I would like to proudly introduce our orchestra members. First violin, Leilani Jimenez. Genesis Rucker, unfortunately she had to leave. Violin 2, Isabella Esparza. And Valeria Yanez. On viola, we have Abigail Velasquez and Lindsay Garcia. And finally on cello, we have Francisco Soto and Autumn Flores. This hands-on experience will serve as a compelling reminder of the dedication and perseverance our students demonstrate daily as they hone their musical craft. Through this interactive exercise, we hope to impart a deeper appreciation for the challenges our young musicians embrace and the remarkable teamwork that underpins their collective success. Good luck. Okay, as our 2 minutes draw to a close, I think it looks like we're ready. Okay, it looks like we're ready. Let's continue. As our 2 minutes draw to a close, let's assess the newfound insights of our esteemed board members and their brief but impactful foray into the world of musical exploration. I'm going to count off in 4, and you guys just play your best. 1, 2, here we go. Well, that was certainly interesting. Thank you, board members and Dr. Sprout, for participating. I want to remind you that playing an instrument is actually, it's really hard, and it takes a lot of perseverance. So, come on back, guys. As you listen to our students perform today, I invite you to witness the culmination of their hard work and the transformative impact of music education. Thank you for your steadfast support of our school's music program, and may the harmony of our performance resonate with you long after this gathering. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming our talented chamber octet as they take the stage to play Soon He Knew Bold's Medieval Kings. I again just wanted to thank everyone for allowing me and my students to demonstrate all the great things we do on a daily basis in our classroom and in the world of music. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bailey, if you would please bring your orchestra up here, we will get a quick picture. So come on. Okay.
And while the kiddos are lining up, I just want to say how impressed I am with each of you and the dedication, because you're not just practicing at school, you practice at home as well to sound that good at this age. And parents, I would just encourage you to do whatever you can to get them to a high school that has a top-notch performing arts program. It will make all the difference for them and where this will carry them in life. So do what you can to get them into a top-notch school. I will say I'm better at math than I am at playing the violin, because I don't know what those sounds were. Parents, again, we thank you for joining us, for sharing your kids with us this evening. We appreciate all the employees who stayed around so that they could hear our incredible kids play. We're going to go ahead and take a break now, so if you don't want to stay for the business portion of the meeting, we'll break, and if you want to stay, we're cool with that too. We are going to reconvene. If you want to keep chatting, I'll ask you to go to the hallway, and Mr. Thomas is closing the door for us. Thank you. Okay, we have a presentation I'm looking forward to on our school counselors, and I believe that is coming from Dr. Leolius. Please come on up.
President Berrigan, governing board members, Dr. Sprout, thank you for the opportunity to speak today about an extremely important role in our schools, in our school community, and in the district. I am pleased today to talk to you about a group of staff that I supervise, along with the assistance of principals, our school counselors. Every school has a designated full-time school counselor assigned to the campus. Two campuses, Levine Elementary School and Vista del Sur, have the benefit of a second counselor through state funding through the school safety grant. These individuals are extremely available and present for families, for parents, and for all of our students. Their presence is known through their positive relationship with students. Their presence is felt through their support for positive behavior interventions and supports programming that we have active on every campus. Our counselors also teach in classrooms and assist teachers to teach in classrooms using our second step skills program. They also have long-range vision and support college and career readiness planning. A subset of our students in our district need more support, and our school counselors are there for them. They provide skills support in social skills, behavior improvement, and provide that in a small group setting. Another set of students that we have require intensive therapeutic support. Our counselors are trained to give cognitive behavioral therapy to our students, working on changing thought patterns, working on improving or replacing behavior, and that work is very important for the students with whom they work. It's important to know that our counselors do many other things as well. Some students require intensive individualized behavior programming, and our school counselors lead that effort in collaboration with parents and teachers. When crisis strikes, as it has in our community, our counselors are the front line in our district crisis team response. I'd also like to highlight that our school counselors interface with the community in several community agencies. With the support of the school board, we have an agreement with Touchstone Behavioral Health. Our school counselors are our referring agent or referring people to Touchstone Behavioral. So far, 98 families this year have received therapeutic, community-based, and school-based counseling services for themselves and for their students who've been referred by our counselors. In some situations, child safety and child protection is an issue, and our school counselors, again, are our first point of contact in working with the Arizona Department of Child Safety. Occasionally, children are in crisis. When that happens, we sometimes summon a crisis team to our schools to do an assessment. And again, the first person in contact with the crisis team is our school counselors. Some children of ours end up in hospitalization situation. When we're planning for reentry, it's the school counselor who leads the effort to make sure there's a smooth transition back to the school community. Finally, I want to acknowledge that our counselors are lead members of our threat assessment team. To date this year, we have had 63 occasions when we have had to conduct a threat assessment when a child has made a statement or has engaged in a behavior that triggered a threat assessment. This is going to transition, and Ms. Robinson is going to speak about threat assessment training that we have been doing in our district this year.
Thank you, Dr. Leolius. Good evening, President Berrigan, board members, Dr. Sprout, and guests. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight about our recent training on the CSTAG program. On February 15th, we were able to bring out members from the Arizona Department of Education's Threat Assessment Training Cadre. They were training our assistant principals, counselors, and members of our executive team. on the Comprehensive School Threat Assessment Guidelines, known as CSTAG, created by Dr. Dewey Cornell. The threat of school violence is a serious and difficult topic. While most threats are transient and do not convey genuine intent to harm others, it is still important that all threats at all levels are assessed and interventions are implemented. It is because of threat assessments that the schools across our country are still the safest place for our children to be on a daily basis. Levine has had a threat assessment process in place, like Dr. Leolis spoke of. We've had 63 threat assessments done this year. However, the process that we have in place is not based in the amount of research and evidence that CSTAG is. The author of CSTAG, Dr. Dewey Cornell, has studied youth violence for over 20 years. Through his research, he developed CSTAG, which was originally actually VSTAG because he developed it for the state of Virginia, and then it became a national program that people were using. CSTAG is a team problem-solving approach to violence prevention with a focus on helping students in distress through assessment and interventions. CSTAG, when implemented, has a very successful impact on schools. It decreases suspension rates, reduces racial disparity, increases the number of students who are receiving counseling services, and promotes a more positive school climate. The CSTAG model is a tool for use to increase school safety, better support students, and promote better health. School safety is increased by identifying the threats before they occur, serving as a highly effective prevention tool. CSTAG supports students by moving schools away from profiling and the zero tolerance policies, which significantly reduces over-identification and over-reactionary discipline. In schools where CSTAG is implemented, schools report much less bullying and a more positive school climate. CSTAG promotes better health by aiming to identify the root cause of concerning behaviors and a team approach to supporting our students with these issues. A team approach allows each team member to bring their expertise and knowledge to support the students in a holistic way. By providing CSTAG training to our teams, we were able to provide them with a common language, a common knowledge base, and a common understanding of threat assessment classifications. CSTAG will provide us with a clear and consistent practice. Dr. Leolis will share how we will continue moving forward with the implementation of CSTAG.
Thank you. So in February, we did a day-long training with administrators and with school counselors. We're at the next steps phase of implementation. Threat assessment is a team-based effort, and so what we sought to do was create a team-based approach to implementing and inputting information gathered during the threat assessment process. So we have created an electronic documentation process that we are putting in a secured place so that our teams at each school site can carefully, but also in a secured way, document their threat assessment work moving forward. We had follow-up training earlier this week with our administrators, and Ms. Robinson and I, at our next counselor meeting, we will be following up with our school counselors and implementing. In summary, an administrator that I know made a statement to me that I wanted to say to you, which is that CSTAG is our next Stick With It program that we're going to be using moving forward with threat assessment. Pending any questions you have, this concludes our presentation on the role of school counselors and on threat assessment in Levine District.
Well, thank you for that. That's important information for us to have as a board. It's a topic that comes up often and usually when something tough has happened, and we get those questions. So it's nice to be able to have some information to answer those questions with. Any questions from you guys tonight or other comments?
Wait, great. I really appreciate this, and I hope that we can continue over the years to have a follow-up of how it's going. I know we have our Stick With It program, being able to see how it's going, see if the resources are there that we need, and making sure, because I think this is so important, like safety is number one for our students, and so I hope that we can continue to hear how it's going and if we have everything that we need to make the Stick With It program work.
Thank you. I look forward to updating you in the future.
Okay. Anything else? All right, thank you both.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. Telemus, are you ready?
Yes.
Certified staff presentation.
Thanks.
I see the presentation up there. I see it up there. No, you're good. You know, I like standing up here and just. Good evening, President Berrigan, members of the governing board, and Dr. Sprout. Thank you for giving me the opportunity tonight to just present a brief overview of on certified staff retention. Anytime I have an opportunity to publicly speak, I always like to highlight our employee commitments. These are commitments that we align our actions and many decisions around. Our employee commitments are, if you work for the Levine School District, you'll have an opportunity to make an impact in the lives of children, your colleagues, the community. You'll have an opportunity to create a legacy. If you work for the Levine School District, we commit that you'll have the highest level of support to do your job successfully. We commit to providing opportunities for advancement. We commit to providing a competitive salary and benefits, and we commit to celebrating our staff. While there is no direct correlation between our employee experience or our commitments and our retention data, it is data we look at closely. The reason there's not a direct correlation, we have staff members that resign all the time for a variety of reasons. Some may be very satisfied with their employee experience, but life has taken them to relocate out of state, stay home with a new child. Maybe life has presented them with the opportunity to retire, and they're very satisfied. But nonetheless, we do look at this data. Here in front of you is 8 years worth of resignation history, and all it is simply the amount of resignations each year. One thing that does help with our employee experience is that we do survey all of our employees that resign. So that does give us a better understanding of the employee experience. As you remember, last year we surveyed all of our staff, even our returning staff, and once again, that also gives us an indication of employee experience, and we'll once again do that again this year.
Quick question, is that percent change from year to year?
Year to year percent
or
change.
of the total
And I'll have
employees?
another,
Okay.
nope, so that's just, we're down 31% from last year in the amount of resignations. However, another way to look at this data would be the retention rate. This is the number of total certified positions and the amount of resignations. As you can see, almost every year for the last 8 years, we have increased. We're a growing district, so we increase in the amount of certified employees that we have. I did put next year's certified number of certified positions up there. It will be the first year in 9 years that we have decreased, and that is due to some of the ESSER-funded positions that will be going away next year. So you can see we're back to an 85% retention rate, the highest levels since the pandemic. And again, we hope to be 90% next year. That's our goal. So that just gives you a snapshot of kind of where we're at today in comparison to the last 8 years. So where do we go from here? What are we doing now? So we had 85% retention rate. How are we filling the 15% of the positions that were unfilled? Well, we currently have 27 unfilled teaching positions in our district almost going into April. As many of you are aware that we host 3 job fairs every year, and our job fairs so far this year have been very successful. On January 25th, we had 52 prospective teachers or candidates show up for our job fair here in this governing board room. February 29th, we had 28 candidates, and then next week, we'll see. I'll let you know how many candidates we have, but hopefully enough to fill those 27 positions. But I do want to thank the governing board. You know, we do have a $500 employee referral program, and that's just you giving us the resources we need to be competitive and to creatively recruit. I do not know how many referrals we have yet. That is done during the onboarding process. They have a task to complete where it asks if they were referred to the district by anybody, and then they can put that name, and I will let you know once we have that tallied. Other recruiting efforts that we have engaged in or we will be participating in, we go to all the local universities, right? We've been to University of Arizona. A couple weeks ago, we were at GCU. We'll be hitting NAU. ASU has brought back their Education Expo. We go to 2 very large out-of-state recruiting events, and those are a little bit different than a university where ASU just has ASU students or NAU just has. These are a consortium of local universities. For example, in the Ohio area, it might be Cleveland University, Kent State University, and they all come together, so it's worth our while. And once again, the governing board has supported our recruiting efforts to allow us to remain competitive and creative by this year allowing us to offer a relocation stipend to relocate prospective teachers from those job fairs out here to Arizona. I'm going to go back one slide that I failed to mention on this retention data. I did want to plug that 100% of the administrator contracts that were issued last month were all returned. So while every position in our district is very important, the stability in our leadership, our administrative team, to have 100% of those back just kind of tells you about the employee experience and how committed our administrative team is to the children, the staff, and the community here. That does not include the principals whose contracts will be issued in May, but of all the contracts that were issued last month, you can put a 100 in one of those boxes up there if I had a slide for that. So pending any questions from the governing board, that concludes my presentation.
Any questions or comments? I think most districts would be happy to have an 85% retention rate right now. Most of them are at around 75 to 80%. So we're doing something right, you're doing something right, our schools and departments are doing something right, and that makes me very, very happy, so thank you.
Yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't thank our site administrative team. They run their own HR department. You know, they're the ones scheduling interviews and checking references. You know, we get to verify it and push it through, but it's really, you know, our principals and assistant principals on the front line have an HR department where they begin that hiring process and vetting our potential teachers and hiring qualified staff. So I get to stand up here and be the face of the HR department, but really it's those people behind me that power that ship. So, but yes, thank you
for acknowledging them. Thank you, principals. That is great work.
Yeah,
Dr. Sprout wants to say something, I think. Oh, Mr. Thomas can
done
sit
with
down.
me.
I did find out that if the superintendent recommends someone that gets hired, that I don't get the retention bonus.
No, you don't.
Yesterday, I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah. You know, board, we had a little mix-up on our schedule for and who is going to be here tonight. We have a very special student and his family that are joining us tonight. I'm gonna put Dr. Leolius on the spot in just a moment to tell us about the I Can Do It Award. But Michael Luce and his family are here tonight. Michael received we're trying to find a slide here that has Michael's, there he is. There he is. Michael, yeah.
Michael, congratulations on your recognition. Ms. Steele, the school counselor at your school, is so proud of you this year, and she had many great things to say about Michael and his hard work this year. And she had nominated Michael for the I Can Do It Award, knowing about how great he has worked at making friends and at being a great student in school. It's a statewide recognition, and it's a real big deal to us, and I'm excited that Michael was recognized. They made a very nice video of him, and Michael, congratulations.
Mom and Dad, Michael, if you would like to come up, we'd love to get a picture with you guys. And Or Michael, just come on up. You could work the crowd here. So come on up. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Michael.
Okay. All right, no call to the public, right, okay. So we have our consent agenda for the evening. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. And I think Dr. Sprout wants to mention someone.
Yes. So earlier, board, Tim was talking about our opportunities for advancement. So imagine 11 years ago, you get hired to work at Rogers Ranch School as a teacher, coming back home to your home state from going to college and doing some teaching work in a very challenging environment in the San Diego area, coming back here, joining Mr. Thomas actually as he became principal at Rogers Ranch. That started a journey for Caitlin Grikarowicz. And she went from being an outstanding teacher at the ranch to being an incredible gifted coach and an assistant principal that is just the best. And she moved on from the ranch and has spent quite a few years at the Sail Point Dual Language Academy, where she was instrumental in that school receiving its A label, and it's also being named as an A+ school. She's now the assistant principal at Desert Meadows, but for the 24-25 school year, I'm very proud to announce that Dr. Caitlin Grikarowicz will be our principal at Rogers Ranch STEM Academy. Congratulations. Not only has she come to Arizona, and as you can see, this is number 2. She has 2 kids now. This is Paul Jr., and then Avery is out there somewhere with Dad.
Yeah.
But coming to the ranch, not only did she learn how to teach, but she met her future husband, and Paul Grikarowicz, who is now a teacher at Copper Canyon, right? And a basketball coach, and I don't see him here. I think he's running herd on Avery. So congratulations, and we're very excited for the future with Caitlin at the helm. So.
Very good. I wondered why we made a lady with a baby stay here tonight. You could probably go home now if your husband's waiting. Please go home. But you could leave the baby with me. I'll take the baby. Congratulations. All right. Next on to the trust funding for fiscal year 25. Do you have any comments on that one?
No, this would be the recommendation of our trust board for which oversees our trust for benefits. Their recommendation, it was a unanimous recommendation to our governing board, to you as a governing board for the funding for the next school year.
Okay. And just as a reminder, we always have one board member who sits on the trust board. That is me currently. And then it's made up of other community members and some staff too. So do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
And motioned and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. And then we have some policy revisions for the evening. We are doing the first read, but if you want, you may make a motion to waive the second read and we can approve these policy revisions tonight. Having gone through these are mostly just technical revisions.
I'll make a motion to waive the second.
Okay.
Second.
It's been motioned to waive the second reading and approve the policy revisions this evening. All those in favor? Aye. Very good. Comments from the board, Ms. Getsky? Did I say it right?
Right.
Yes.
No comments.
Okay, thank you.
I would say this is a really fun meeting. We have lots of celebrations, and I love the review of that our employees have the impact, and then also that we celebrate them, because as I see, like having it classified and seeing the impact that, every position in our district makes such a big difference. And you guys, I think, all know I'm a Paseo parent for 8 years now, and David has been there the whole time. I know the impact he has, and I know that every person who is up here has that kind of impact at their campus. And I got to be at the A+ site visit at Paseo when they interview parents and everything. And I'm sure that all of the A+ site visits went like this, but man, just hearing these parents in the meeting gush about the positive impact that they would point out individual teachers, school culture, so many things that they just have made a huge difference in their family. So it's really cool to be able to see that impact. And then lastly, celebrating Dr. G, who got to impact my kids directly for 7 years, and I'll, miss her at Paseo, but I'm so excited for Rogers Ranch, and I know that she'll be really successful there, so congratulations. And congratulations to everyone for the impact that you're having on all your families. I see this little corner of the district on a daily basis, and I know that it's duplicated over 9 schools, and it's so cool to see. So thank you for all that.
Thank you. Dr. Watkins?
Just want to officially announce I'm going to run for re-election. The first time I ran, it was during COVID, and that was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing a mask, going to people's homes. So I believe Jill says she's going to do my signature collecting this year.
I'll help you. I'll do a page for you.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Yep. Okay. I've said it before, I just love the positivity and feeling of our board meetings, and I know it's not just about our board meetings, it's what you guys exemplify every day in your schools and what your staff do in the schools and departments, and I don't think there's a better district in this state, and I'm just so proud of everything, and I hope you guys had a good spring break, and hang in there. You got 1 quarter left. You're gonna do it. Okay, that's all we have for the evening. We have another board meeting on April 11th, and I need a motion to enter executive session.
Motion.
Second.
Did you second?
Sorry, second.
Second, okay. Been motion and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Good night, everybody. guys.